induction ceremony. My name is Brian Miller. I'm the athletic director and vice principal here at Hidden Valley. And thank you. I paid those people, so just kidding. This ceremony takes a lot of individuals to put this together. And so I want to thank Nicole Brown, Don Lassiter, Susie Biller, Crystal Graham, Megan Powers, and Dave Stone for all their effort of putting this together. So thank you to those individuals. Also, I said tonight is the first time that we'll be streaming our induction ceremony live on HVTV1. So we have several individuals that are not here with us tonight that are hopefully watching. Nick Pfeiffer, Jamie Diamond, and Chris Jostad. I emailed them and hopefully they're watching tonight. So if you're out there, we're here live at Hidden Valley. So keep on watching and hope you enjoy it. Tonight is a joyous night as we honor individuals that have earned the right to become inductees into the Hidden Valley High School Athletic Hall of Fame. We believe that entering the Hidden Valley High School Athletic Hall of Fame is special because of the requirements that require for individuals to be inducted. Not every Mustang athlete will enter our Hall of Fame, but tonight we honor several outstanding Hidden Valley Mustang athletes, coaches, teams, and contributors for the first time. So congratulations on your induction into the Hidden Valley High School Athletic Hall of Fame. Tonight, I will introduce each athlete, coach, team, and contributors. And at that time, if you would come up here, I have a plaque for you, and we have a goodie bag for you. Also, after the ceremony is over, our Athletic Hall of Fame is down our hallway right here by the gym, and your Hall of Fame plaque is now on our Hall of Fame wall. So congratulations to that. When I do call your name, you have about 3 to 4 minutes, please. We do have a lot of people to get through tonight. If you choose not to talk to the mic and shake my hand, congratulations, and that's okay. We do want to keep it to 3 to 5 minutes because we have a lot of people to get through. We also have our North Valley, Hidden Valley rival football game tonight, and then at concluding this ceremony, if you are going to stay around, please let me know. Check in with Dawn and Susie. And at halftime of our game, we're also going to introduce all of the 2018 Hall of Fame inductees. So I'll give you more information at the end of this ceremony. All right, let's get started. So our first athlete is Jared Love. Jared was a first-team all-conference football player in 1989. He was Defensive Player of the Year in the conference. He was an honorable mention kicker. He was a second in a season and most interceptions soccer team his senior year, and talking to his coaches, he was one of the smartest athletes out there. Nick Pfeiffer, class of 1991. Next is Josh Shannon, class of 1993. Josh was one of the most electrifying athletes ever at Hidden Valley High School. Josh was built for speed, and he dominated the conference in track and field his junior and senior years. But it was his senior year that defined Josh as the fastest Hidden Valley athlete. Josh still holds school records in the 100 and 200 meter sprints. Josh was runner-up in the state track and field meet in the 100. And Josh also participated in football, basketball, and baseball. He was also a qualifier in the long jump and the 200. Let's welcome Josh Shannon. Next is Jamie Diamond, class of 1993. Jamie was a first-team all-conference football player in 1991 and 92. He was a second-team all-state football player in 1992. He was first-team all-conference in baseball in 1992-93. He was honorable mention all-conference in football in 1990. And he received a football scholarship to Columbia University. Here on behalf of Jamie is his dad, Harvey Diamond, and Rhina. And Sister Abby is along.
Shipping off to New York and being demoralized by a truly tough love wide receiver coach to realize just how heavenly I had it playing sports at Hidden Valley High School. This coach had the audacity to go around the room ranking all the receivers coming out of doubles camp, and when he finally got to me, he said, "Diamond, you should be starting, but you're dead last, 12th on the depth chart." Went all the way to New York to hear that. There's no doubt that my fondest teenage memories happened right here on these fields. But it was the practices and the games and the teammates and the coaches, and most importantly, my parents, that helped shape me into the adult husband and parent I'm proud to say I've become. I learned so many useful life skills: how to finish anything, any challenge, how to be accountable to yourself and others, how to rely on someone else. I gained confidence that no matter how difficult an obstacle life would present me with, I always had my time here at HB to know I'd already climbed the mountain for 4 years and 3 sports and countless games, practices, conditioning drills. I'd been there, done that, and didn't just survive. I came out better for it. Back to New York. Even though I was literally writing X's on the calendar with a big fat black Sharpie to count down my departure, I still finished and competed and maximized my time. I worked my butt off, studied and became a starter by mid-season. That'll show that coach. I drew upon all the lessons and people that influenced me here at HB. Here are some of my fondest memories in no particular order. Freshman year, first ever varsity game against Mazama. Coach Story calls my name when either Don Fain or Jared Love had to come out, and I got my first taste of Friday Night Lights. Almost couldn't find my helmet because Chris Jostad and I were taking stats as backup. As stats. As backup. on the way to a great team win at the fairgrounds. Anybody see that game? Yeah. Junior year, we were down big at halftime against Phoenix, but we came out in the second half and ended up beating them something like 36-35. The win is a win. I used to love playing center field against Henley back when we had no fence. Just always make sure that JV backs up is in sight and you'll be just fine. Starting at 325 feet was about right, or when a line drive double would roll to the track and you try to triple cut to the left fielder because you're about 600 feet from home plate when you pick up the ball. I'll never forget when Coach Papa Smurf Vidlac had to toss my loving dad out of the ballpark at HV because he couldn't stand to see me in right field after I broke my wrist. We used to play center field. Conversely, my loving dad has also been seen scaling the chain link backstop at the VA Dom, silverback gorilla style, letting the opposite team know loudly and in no uncertain terms not to slide into second and not to get the cleats up into Mark Vidlac. Mark still references this act of chivalry with fondness. True, I've got your back. I can actually go all the way back to youth soccer games at Gilbert Creek Park. My dad rolling up in nothing but suntan lotion, Adidas flip-flops, and a Speedo, and a whole lot of attitude. Attitude. Running up and down the sidelines, yelling at the ref, yelling at the players and the coaches. That taught me a good lesson in humility. It also showed me it's okay to be yourself and put yourself out there. Man has heart. How about thousands of one-liners or poignant speeches from Coach Farland? He had an incredible way to come up with a narrative so off the wall, yet so totally inspiring that it simultaneously made you fear and respect him, run through a wall for him, and then question the fact that he even said it. Some of the ones that come to mind. I wish I had $1 million so I could kick your bleep and it wouldn't matter. I could be at home petting my dog watching Wheel of Fortune instead of watching this bleep. Mr. Diamond, there is no such thing as overworking the human body. Look over there, boys. That's Rest Stop High in reference to North Valley as you head south on I-5 trying to get back to Murphy. I also remember defeat and how to lose with grace at Hidden Valley. We never made a playoff in my 4 years. I think we were 1 out away in baseball at Henley senior year to get into the state tournament. Same for football senior year. Last game of the year, we had to beat South on the way home. It was 7-7 at halftime, and my double pass to Mark went long right before half to take the lead. We lost that one, too. Sure, I'd love to have won 10 state championships, but that wasn't in the cards, and it's often how you can take a loss that determines what kind of person you'll wind up being. I want to thank everyone here for this great honor. I'd like to also thank all my teammates and coaches in particular, but most of all, I need to thank my parents, Harvey and Rhina Diamond. I can't imagine how many times my cute little mom pulled up in the with the no power steering 1978 VW van to haul me from practice to practice and game to game, starting at 5 years old playing soccer at Riverside Park and finishing up at the age of 21 in Canada, driving all that way to see me play in college. Thanks, Mom, for not only providing me with shuttle service, but being my co-biggest fan and giving me the support I needed to thrive and have so much fun. My dad, weren't words to describe how lucky I am to have an athletic supporter like you. I add that, just for you, I think you like that. I remember running past patterns back and forth up and down the white sandy pothole-filled Concord Drive driveway, catching passes time and time again, and I can still see you pulling up your bicep brace to pump one last long bomb. I'll conclude this last where I might be. The memories, lessons that have shaped my life right here on Mercer Creek Road will always be with me, and I am forever grateful that I was lucky enough to wear orange and blue. So stand.
Thanks a lot, guys.
All right, our next inductee is Chris Jostad, class of 1993. He is our first team all-conference quarterback in 1991-92, third team all-state quarterback in 1992. He was second team all-conference quarterback in 1991. He was Hidden Valley Offensive Player of the Year in 91, 92, and 93. Chris Jostad, class of 1993. Chris isn't with us tonight. He has a charity that him and his wife have, and they're having that tonight. So, next, I would like to introduce Coach Mark Swanberg. Come on up. Mark and Robin were the head coach and assistant coach of the 2006 and 7 girls state championship teams. And Coach Swanberg will talk a little bit about both of those teams. Also with us tonight is Melissa Hinner-Welch. Is she here? Come on up. We have one player from there. There's a lot of individuals that are out of town, living elsewhere. We're glad you're here.
I will tell you, it was a supreme privilege for my wife and I to coach these very determined athletes. And they had actually seen 3 state championship opportunities and had made it all the way to the state championship in 05. And they were very determined in 06 and 07 to make sure that they came back with victory for Hidden Valley. It was really through their perseverance and hard work. They carried each other when they needed to, and they celebrated each other's victories. And I was talking with Melissa when we first walked in, and remembering back some of the, she was our goalkeeper, and some of the tremendous athletic goals that she saved. And in the state championship, there was several where her entire body was outside the goal box. She had her hands on the ball just inside the box to make those saves. And as far as the team went, it was balanced from the back to the front. We really had the best players in the conference. And defense, midfield, our forwards were just all tremendous athletes. And to be able to win a couple of state championships like that back-to-back, you have to have that balance. So we just give the team the whole credit for that. And what a privilege for my wife, Robin, and I to have been able to coach this great team.
I think Mark summed it up pretty well, but we really have Mark and Robin to thank also. They just gave it their all, and they had lives of their own, and they kind of put that on hold for us, and we became a part of their family with it, and opened up their home to us several times. And a lot of the parents put a lot of work into it too, which when you're in high school, when you're one of the players, you don't really appreciate that. But after the fact, looking back on it now, the amount of time that everybody put into it for us was pretty amazing. And then just thinking back to the bonds that we had, just players, and the friendships that we had from it, a lot of us still talk. The ones that actually couldn't make it, some of them still live here, but unfortunately are out of town right now. We actually thought it'd be kind of fun to get a reunion back together and try to get together a little bit more, because I haven't seen quite a few of them for a while. So this was kind of cool in and of itself because I think it's going to get a lot of us back together to catch up a little bit. So, and now I've got 2 kids of my own, so I have the whole parent side of it to look forward to 10 plus years from now. So thank you guys for this opportunity.
We won't let them go. It's interesting because when you entail in something like this, obviously I didn't grow up in Oregon or go to Hidden Valley High School, but when you get a look at all these accomplishments and you get to go through these, and you're like, man, this guy right here, man, he was a stud. He was a guy that, you know, and still is. And I would watch him on a Friday night and go to a track meet and see Josh and see these guys. So this 2006-2007 soccer team, there was a lot of individuals on both of those teams. And when I was typing up and looking at it, it wasn't a senior-dominated team the first year they won it, and then they had to redo it again. It was a lot of those girls were on the 3 teams that were in the state championship. So congratulations, Mark, Robin, Melissa, thanks for being here, and congratulations to those teams. Those were awesome. Our first coach that we are going to induct this year is Coach Lynn Levitt. Lynn began his coaching career here at Hidden Valley in 1993 as assistant JV coach to the boys soccer team. In 1986, he was the varsity coach. During his tenure as varsity coach, he coached his teams to 5 OSA state playoff games. In 1993, after winning the Skyline Conference, the ultimate victory came in winning the OSA boys soccer state championship, the first state boys soccer title for Hidden Valley. The team finished the season with a record of 17-0-1. The team was ranked in the polls number 1 and number 2 the entire season and averaged 7 goals a game. If you've ever been to soccer, that's a lot. Also, I've given up only 8 goals all season long. Total dominance. Over the years, Coach Levitt was fortunate to have a great bunch of young men. The victory is all theirs for their dedication and hard work. The winning of that state championship is one of his most treasured memories. Coach Lynn Levitt.
I'll make it short and sweet. I'm not going to sit here and babble. I had a lot of great players during my 10 years coaching here, and they made me a better coach. And the 93 team was the most awesome team, I think, in the whole state. I don't think, and that would include 4A, 5A, all of them. I think we could have beat any team in the state. And it was my honor to have those players and being a coach here at Hidden Valley. Thank you.
You can have a lot of talent, but you got to have someone to guide him, Coach. His teams were already inducted into the Hidden Valley Hall of Fame, and it was just fitting, obviously, to induct Coach this year. Our next coach, Coach Sherry Larson. In 1992-93, Sherry Larson started the reign of cheering dominance as the team yelled their way to 6th place out of 33 squads at the state championship. In 1993, the Hidden Valley cheerleading team won their first state championship and the school's first championship of any kind. They took 2nd place that year at Nationals, competing against 35 of the top teams across the country. In 1994, Coach Larson led her squad to the camp champs against 3A and 4A schools and took 1st place in the Southern Oregon Regional Championships. The Hidden Valley cheerleading team won their second state title and again competed at the National Cheerleading Championships. Coach Larson's team's already been inducted into the Hall of Fame, and now Coach Larson is inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Have been chosen. I wouldn't be here today without Susan Lampkin. She was my right-hand man. So, I'm here because of her. I'm here and a different person than maybe I would have been without the girls that I got to coach. They were wonderful. We had a wonderful time. As a Hidden Valley graduate, it even means more to be inducted. So anyway, thank you.
This is the first year that we have inducted contributors into our Athletic Hall of Fame. I'm not going to read how we determine contributors. It's out on our Hall of Fame. You can take a look at that. But the individuals that we are inducting this year, we can't say anything that's really going to give it proper due, but we'll try. Our first inductee is Don Carter. Don is a long tenure of Hidden Valley High School supporter. He is well documented as a husband, father, coach, and contributor. Mr. Carter has given us time and talents for as long as anyone can remember. Don Carter was pivotal as one of the project managers helping complete the entire venture of our Evergreen Federal Bank complex. His talent, time, and equipment, along with his community connections, were priceless, as hundreds of hours were needed to complete each phase of our project. His contribution will be forever remembered and appreciated by hundreds of student athletes in this community that enjoy some of the best facilities in the state of Oregon. Let's welcome Don Carter.
Well, it's been 5 long years to get all this stuff done. But I would like to recognize all the kids that volunteered and parents and grandparents that volunteered to help make this facility what it is. And I would also like to thank Dar. I kind of roped him into it on the football field. We had nobody for the concrete curbs, and so he kind of got hooked in too. But he stuck it out for 5 years. So there's other recognitions. I just really like to thank the grandparents, the parents, and the kids that come out and helped us. Thank you.
Our next contributor is Dar Benton. This friendship between Dar Benton and Don Carter is long-lasting, as you can tell, and respected by all those who know these two individuals. Don's involvement at Hidden Valley High School paved the way for Dar to become a cohort in supporting the community with his talents, whether he wanted to or not. I'm glad Don and you guys are hooked at the hip. So his construction company, backed by years of expertise, helped project manage major components of this, the 3 artificial turf fields. Mr. Benton's impact and as a partner is immeasurable. He will be forever memorized as a man in the company that used much of his resources to improve our school facilities that greatly benefit all of our student athletes, parents, and our community. So we thank you, Dar Benton. So congratulations on your induction to our Hall of Fame.
Well, I'm not much on speeches, so I'll say thank you.
I'm just glad you guys are friends and we know you. Good friends to have. Our next contributor, Peter Allen and Tammy Allen. Peter Allen Surveying is a family-owned company that resonates everything blue and orange. As ardent supporters of Hidden Valley High School and all its activities, Pete and his wife Tammy have found themselves many times posting the volunteer title. Without waiver, the business has devoted much of their time, means, and passion into completing all 3 phases of our synthetic turf field project. Their loyalty and provision for Hidden Valley High School will be ever treasured by all those who gain benefit from the community leadership for many times and many years to come. Thank you, Peter and Tammy. So congratulations to you too.
Well, thank you. It's been an honor and a privilege, actually, to be able to be a part of this project and to be able to use, the talents and our work that we do to better what Hidden Valley has and what it has to offer their students. And the fact that it's a long-range project, it's something that is long-lasting. And sometimes I think that we had the planning and kind of the easy part of it there, but it was definitely Don and Dora that, when the hammers were pounding, the shovels were digging, those were the 2 that really rallied the troops and got things done out there. And so, again, I have much to owe to them and much appreciation for what they devoted to this project as well. So, and I just thank you for the support of my family and the school and letting us be a part of this. So thank you.
We have 2 other contributors that were part of our project, and the next one was Stephen Stark Excavation. Stephen Stark Excavation has been an outstanding contributor to Hidden Valley High School. This is another family-owned company and has solidified themselves in history as one of the largest supporting affiliates here at Hidden Valley High School. When taking on large projects such as the football, soccer complex, it was important to find the right people that had the resources and the know-how to complete this project. Steve and Renee never lost sight of the objective, and this positive motivation helped move others to be engaged. The Stark family and ambition and commitment for forever will be enshrined and with resilience and appreciation by all who know them and respect their sacrifices. And we thank them as another individual community partnership with the Hidden Valley High School and our project. So thank you, Stephen Stark Excavation. And our last contributor that is entering our Hall of Fame is Evergreen Federal Bank. Evergreen Federal Bank is a community company, again, that has a desire to support youth activities within the Rogue Valley and beyond. The bank and its employees were the catalyst partner with credited improving our outside facilities by adding professional-grade synthetic field turf. As a funding partner, this $2.5 million project was believed in their organization, and then we partnered with them. Due to this commitment, Hidden Valley High School was able to solidify matching grant monies in order to complete the football, soccer, baseball, and softball complex. Simply put, without the great people at Evergreen Bank, there would be no field turf at Hidden Valley High School, along with the other contributors that you heard tonight. So we thank Evergreen Federal Bank, Don Carter, Dar Benton, Peter Allen Surveying, and Stephen Stark as contributors this year in 2018. So thank you for all your effort and all the work that you've done. We will honor one of them that just came in, and that is Stephen and Renee Stark. Sorry, I just read what I had up here, but we'd like to introduce you, and if you could come up right now. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to, but we just like to thank you for everything that you did to help make our project complete for Hidden Valley High School. Again, congratulations to all our inductees, and thank you for being here. Your Hall of Fame plaque is now on our Hall of Fame wall, and you may take a look at it as soon as we conclude here. Our Hall of Fame hallway is obviously right by the gym. And again, a reminder, if you're going to stick around and be here for our football game, if you can meet me 5 minutes before halftime at the 35-yard line. I have a golf cart. You can't miss it. I'll be there, and I'll wait for you. And then we have our announcer, Dale Fisher, and we'll introduce each one of you at halftime. Again, congratulations to all our inductees of our 2018 class. And again, thank you for always thinking about Hidden Valley, always being a Mustang. And kind of the new thing we say around here is live orange, bleed blue. And we thank you for being a Mustang. So at this time, you can go check out your plaque in our Hall of Fame. And again, thank you for being here.